Hola
Bom dia.
and welcome to the cherry cutting sourdough project. Bon dia everyone. So, as you can see, we're still getting some very, very soggy weather at the moment. But it's been like this all week. So I think I am today. This is like the best we've had. It's quite fine rain. I think I'm gonna just put a massive raincoat on and just get on with it. My big walking boots, I need to replace the laces. I'm hoping my trainers are waterproof enough. Otherwise I might still get Alice's wellies. Yeah, I fell over in the street 2 days ago. Completely sober, by the way. I was just walking along and the loops where I tied my... Hello, Gatinia! The loops where I tied my shoes up. Oh, God. Run! They don't want to hurt her, they just absolutely love her. But they don't realise they're like 4 times the size of her. Leave her alone! Guys, leave her alone! She wants some space. Yeah, I fell over. Get down! Get down! 1 second. But yeah, I thought I'd quickly address some things before I go outside because it is this soggy. I thought I'd have a quick chat with you inside. But yeah, the other day I fell over in the street and I've jolted my shoulder. So I'm just going to see how it goes today. If it's too much, because it's like up, I can lift it up to here and then it starts feeling like my arm's too tired. The loops on my laces, where I tied my laces up, got caught on my other side of my walking boots. You know, you've got the hooks that go up. They just got caught on that and I just fell over in the rain as I was coming out of my Portuguese lessons in front of everyone. Pretty embarrassing. So yeah, got a bit of a dodgy shoulder. I'm just gonna take it slow. Carlos is gonna come back tomorrow for a couple of hours. He's got a break in between work, so he's gonna come back and we're gonna do start at least our cherry trees. They've grown too tall to actually harvest and they haven't had a lot of looking after, but I know our neighbours are doing them this time of year, so we're going to have a bit of a trim of cherry trees and peach trees. I'm going to try and do the peach trees myself because they're not too tall, so I think I can do that one by myself. So that's what we're going to be doing for this particular video. I did want to apologise for last week. Our video was out late. We had a sound issue and I realised it was because our drive for all of our storage was having a bit of an issue, so I had to repair it, redo it. It disconnected, I had to repair again and then upload it again. So sorry it came out on Tuesday. And I know that's been happening a lot recently. If I'm brutally honest, this Portuguese course that I'm doing is pretty intense. I had an exam on Wednesday. So I've been doing a lot of revision and stuff for it. And yeah, a lot of us are finding it quite tough. So it's taking up a lot of my time. So I think for the next few months, videos are probably going to be a little bit shorter and we're going to focus on like one specific thing per week. So this week it'll be grapevines and fruit trees. Next week we'll be clearing up the mess from trimming all of our vines and fruit trees. It's just quite difficult. It's like, so Monday mornings and Wednesday mornings are completely taken up. And then I have to do lots of revision and stuff outside of that. It's like a grammar course more than like learning. Oh, you're right. Rather than learning like vocabulary. So I'm not very good at grammar. I've come to realise like I don't know if it's the same anywhere else, but in the UK, we don't learn about how our own language works. So it's almost like I'm learning how English works at the same time. And yeah, it's quite a bit of a... I come out of the lessons, I feel like my brain's scrambled eggs. So yeah, if videos are out late, I do apologise. I'm trying my best. It's just a lot going on. Isn't there, sausages? Yes. Carlos went to the Algarve at the beginning of this week. We had loads of rain here, so we wouldn't be able to do anything anyway. But we've got today, and as I said, tomorrow we'll have a couple of hours. I'm going to go out in the rain and just hope for the best. My trousers are already dirty, so it doesn't matter too much. Hopefully my shoes that I'm going to be wearing are waterproof enough, as my walking boots are. As I fell over, I snapped all the laces, and I need to go and get some more laces yet. So hopefully my trainers will be waterproof enough. If not, I might steal Carlos's wellies, because it's very damp. I am putting off going outside because it looks really cold and miserable. We've got some nice sunny weather tomorrow though, don't we? Yes! Yeah, we've got 2 weeks of really nice weather coming up, so it should be a bit easier next week. So today I'm going to focus on the grapevines that I didn't get to last week. So all around the vegetable garden. These ones have grown into cherry trees and random bits we were using to prop up veggies last year. So it's a bit more complicated. They all sort of grow into each other. So it's going to be a bit of a faff. However, there's no high reaching for this one, which is good for my dodgy shoulder. And yes, Carla's got me some new shears last week. I don't know if you remember I mentioned that. So it should be quicker, at least, to cut through things because they're nice and sharp. How am I supposed to leave when I get cuddles? Hey? I'm getting such good cuddles. Yes. Right, wish me luck. It is horrid. Garden, you know, good stuff's gonna happen. I can't hear a thing right now, but there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. I'm gonna start on this little number and then work my way around. Some of this one, as you can see, it's grown into that cherry tree, but we also need to cut the top off this cherry tree. So if I trim it first, tomorrow after that, Carl can come and trim this top off here. We'll probably have to use the pole saw. It's going to take us a little while because I don't know if it does it justice, but it's actually really, really high. So what we're probably going to do is cut it at an angle from about here so that we've just got... Well, that looks dead though, doesn't it? Oh, okay, maybe even lower. We'll see. But some of this, as you can see, this one along here where the lichen is growing, I'm pretty sure that's dead. Doesn't look like it's got any buds on it, so we will see. But yeah, it definitely needs the top taken off because that is too tall. Massive. And every year I look at the cherries and I go, oh, I'm gonna miss all my cherries, which is pointless. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna have to find a place to put you whilst I do this. Should we do another cheeky wee what do you call it, Gatinha? She don't know, she don't speak English. What's it called? A time lapse! How am I supposed to learn Portuguese when I can't even remember my own language? Right, where am I going to put you? Let me find a rock. was a workout. We've got some brambles growing into it as well. And I've ruined my gloves, so I'm going to have to get some new gloves and come back and get that. But that was, as I said, a bit of a workout. Look at all the stuff I've got from that one vine. And a few brambles that I'm trying to grow in my veg garden. Absolutely not. It took ages. Really was just an absolute mess. And there's still some bits I think I'll need to go through with some gloves. I might get Carlos to pick some up on his break today so we can grab it tomorrow, because I think because there's brambles involved and everything, we're going to have to burn the lot, otherwise it's just going to keep getting messy. These bits in this tree, obviously I'm going to struggle to pull them out, but we're going to chop the top of this off anyway, so hoping we can remove that afterwards and burn that afterwards. I'm not sure we're going to get this all finished this week. It's an absolute overgrown mess. But then you always have to think about what it was like a few years ago, and this was chaos a couple of years ago, so it's all about perspective. Every year it gets a little easier. It's looking a lot better, although the grapevines are also trying to spawn new grapes. I've still got all that to go. That's a lot, innit? But it looks like, I don't know if you can see, a little bit of blue sky coming out. It looks like it's going to brighten up for the afternoon, which would be nice. I mean, it's soggy anyway, but I don't feel too bad. I feel all right. Got me my waterproofs on. I'm doing okay, but I am starving, so I'm going to stop for a bit. What's the matter? What's the matter? That needle's all streaming down there again, I know. Don't, just pretend that's not there, that's fine, everything's fine. It's still better than last year. A little easier every year. I think we need some pigs or something. See you in 40 minutes, yeah? Just taking a little moment to appreciate how quickly these have grown since I gave them a little feed last week. And last year I planted red cabbage and it wasn't ready until summer, but these look like they're well on their way. Lovely. They definitely look a lot healthier than last year, for sure. Thank you, no dig beds. Anyway, we need to get everything looking like this, but it currently looks like this. Oh, that bit over there is a bit chaotic. So I've got myself stuck. Ooh. Right, yeah, that's a lot. It looks like it's trying to brighten up, which is good. So hopefully I won't get rained on anymore, but I've still got my jacket on because everything's a bit damp. But yeah, let's get stuck in, lads. See how much we can get done before the sun sets. Awkward. It's got buds. Okay, cool. So if you missed last week, oh, these are really tough. With your grapevines, those are some sad grapevines. But with your grapevines, you want to give them a really nice hard prune. So I know it looks a bit evil, but it stops it getting too crazy and means you get a better harvest the next year. And you don't want a lot of growing points because it gets all the energy goes into the plant rather than delicious grapes. Right, what is and isn't attached here? Come on now. Ooh. You get out me garden. Look at the bees. looking 2 grand. Yeet. Oh. Try not to squash my plants. Okay, that's green, dead. Green. Anything that looks brown, get rid of it. Because it usually means, like this bit, it's dead. I reckon that'll do for that bit. I'm gonna put the next bit on put the mulch down, dead. The rest of it I'm going to put on a time lapse and see how far we get. The sun should set probably in about an hour and a half. So let's see what happens. Let's go. So this one here is dead, but it's got some stuff coming out the bottom. It's down there, so I'll have to come back with a saw and cut this bit off. It still looks messy, I'm aware. It all just needs walking off and putting in a fire now. I've got this pile down here, which is quite big. I've got this pile down here, and obviously the one from earlier over there. I'm moving around the corner, and I'm kind of doing some bits of the tree as I'm going, because there are a few little dead bits, so whilst I'm here, I might as well sort out the tree and whatnot. It's tiring stuff when it's all this tangled, let me tell you. Oh yeah, we've got this little one as well down here. It's like growing into the ground. I'm having to trim it. It's gone a bit, that's the one that's grown all the way along there because it's growing sideways. So I'm hoping if I give it a really good trim and then attach some string, probably March, April time, I can encourage it to grow up and then across rather than just like across the ground. That's my hope anyway. Oh, and this bit, I know there's got some weird long spindly bits, but I think the way it was sitting, this is actually coming out of here. It's a different one. The way it was sitting was quite weird, and I want to encourage it to grow along here a bit more. So I'm going to try and chunk these bits up, make them a bit thicker, and trim them where they are for the next couple of years so they get fat. That's the plan. Whether I remember it by next year, who knows? Still got a little bit of daylight left. I reckon I can get this done. One day's work. I reckon I can do it. I'm gonna pop you over here so you can see what you're doing. Roro. There's nothing to see, is there? Hey?
What do you want, you daft dog? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Daft sausage. Look,
Oh.
it's you. The camera, look, see?
No, I just like Mum. Always excited for gardening, Gardenia. Bon dia everyone, we are about to chop all of this off because, as again, you probably can't see how tall it is, but it's ridiculously tall and we can't harvest any of it. And parts of it, like that are coming out here, they're all dead. We're gonna cut down this bit, not cut it down, but we're cutting the top off because it's not exactly happy and it needs the cherries are growing in the wine
vines are...
Wine vines are growing into it, yeah.
and it just hasn't been good. I mean, the tree is still alive. There's been lots of stems that have been coming out of it, but we need to chop the dead bits really to encourage growth on the bottom bits, you know?
This bit here,
oh, this is all dead,
yeah, that's
basically.
Not looking happy itself
No.
anyway. I mean, I think it is still alive, but just about.
This bit's just about alive. But I reckon...
That's a healthy bit, that.
Yeah. So I think from here...
Yeah, but you've got to do it at an angle because otherwise the water will get in the trunk.
So I got to do this.
I'll actually do it from like higher and then do it down.
Like this?
Yeah.
Got to chop from this going low, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm nervous because it's such a lovely tree, but like, I mean, it really needs...
For the past 2 years we've been here, we haven't managed to actually get anything from it, so just get that, okay? Like you say, it's a bit high, and yeah, it's just unfortunate, you know. It'll make good cherry wood for the fire as well, so...
Yeah, but try and make sure it falls in a direction that's not going to kill us.
It's going to go that way. probably
Okay, there is
hit
another
that
cherry tree.
It should be fine, honestly.
Right, well, maybe... Okay, I'm going to put this down for a second so you can do that.
It's gonna fall that way now, okay?
Okay, okay.
It's fine, I'll sort it
Are you
out.
sure?
Yeah.
Dean, I've just had a thought.
What?
When that falls, that's going to fall into that branch that's coming up the side there.
Which branch?
This bit is coming up here.
Yeah.
I think you're actually going to need to chop the one here off first.
Which one?
Can I show you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry if you saw me bum, everyone. Right here. Because that is going up and round behind it, so that might pull that whole bit off. What you want to do is cut where you want that off first, so that when that falls, it doesn't fall into other bits of the tree.
I think, yeah.
You see what I mean? So if we cut it here, blade on this, because that
So
is
that
going to
back,
come off with it, isn't it?
yeah, that's quite dead, that bit. So
Yeah.
That's fine, I can chop that bit. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll chop that. Yeah, you can do this one if you want to.
That's a bit of a spare part. I might go and trim the peach tree whilst you're doing this.
Yeah.
Obviously this is very giant. Does anyone want to come and trim a peach tree with me? Which is a lot less... a lot less sad than this.
Adventure in the peachy tree.
Because our white peach tree didn't do very well last year.
The garden. Oh, did you do that peach tree as well?
Yeah.
Good job, Bean. You've done She's done so much, lads. I'm so impressed, honestly. Very impressed.
So, this is our white peach tree. Don't know if you can tell. There are a few bits that are a little bit sad. And it's very, very messy. So, we come around for this angle. Oh, there's a good bit to explain it. It's all just going in on each other and it's all just a bit chaotic, really. So we want to trim loads of this off so that it's much more organised and it puts its energy into good fruit and doesn't get bits blocked from sun, because if I come around here, you get bits that rot like this if they don't get correct amount of sun and whatnot. So you want a little bit of shade, not too much. You don't want things growing in on each other. Like, this is just utter chaos. I think I'm going to put you on top of our car whilst I go round and explain a few bits. Sorry, this is the only angle I can really film from because of where the car's parked. So yeah, as you can tell, we've got bits which are definitely just, the ends are trying, but I mean, this is completely dead. But then this bit looks very healthy, so we want to encourage these bits, if you can see it. Sorry, it's all a bit cramped. And to be honest, I am half tempted to chop the ends off and make this like the main bit, because this bit here is growing into where I park my car. If we have guests over, they might park their car. We actually use this as a turning area, so we don't want it growing too far that way. So there's a practical reason, but also, yeah, the peaches are getting affected. And there's a train. So let's start with this bit. Let's make this here the main runner and cut this. Hopefully this will get through this, because this is more for, oh, I think I might need the actual proper shears. Okay, anything thicker I'll have to use the proper shears, but we don't want this to get too long as well, so we'll just take, say, that much off. And anything that's growing in on itself and it's just a bit superfluous, can't say things today, superfluous, we'll get rid of. Anything that's growing up, I don't know if you can see that, that's growing up and it's probably going to block some bits here, or maybe the bits at the end which we want the fruit from. We might cut off because it's just getting a bit messy, in the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut that bit off completely, just to give some more room for decent fruit and whatnot. It won't be long until this is blossoming, which I know sounds crazy as it's January, but I can already see signs that it's getting ready. We've had our first blossom from the quince, has already started. Usually February we get our plums start blossoming, and then not long after that, this stuff. I think it might be cherries and then peach, but the peach blossom's my favourite. It's really, really beautiful. So this is too messy. What are we going to do here? See that? See that? This one I'm just going to get rid of. Boom. And then this one's coming off completely off. This actually doesn't look that healthy, so I'm just going to cut that one completely off. This one here is not going to be very good. You can see, like, it's not as much ready pink bits. This is new growth, the ready stuff, and this is the old original bit. But if you compare this to a bit that was healthy that I had to cut off, you see the difference. It's a bit dry, a bit sad. This looks a lot healthier, but this is just very, very messy, so we couldn't keep that. And it was growing into my car, so... Right, okay, you want to be trimmed, clearly. Oh, hello, Gatinia. You coming to join in the fun? This bit looks a bit weird, so I think I'm actually going to cut this bit off completely. I'm just going to leave a little of this. Mind you. Do you know what? No, let's cut this right back, because this isn't that great. And it'll give it more room for this stuff. This bit can come off because that's going to fit that, and then I'll trim this back so it doesn't grow too much. Actually, I might cut this one off because it's not as healthy. This one's pretty good. We don't want it too long. This one's probably going to get in the way, so off. This is a nice healthy bit. I do want to keep that bit. These little spindles can come off. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next however minutes. Do you want to go see how Carlos is doing?
Almost done this one.
Almost?
Almost. Oh. I cleared some of these bits out. You can't really tell, but...
No, yeah, for sure. It's very, very messy, huh?
Yeah. It's all tangled up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's partly why I want to trim it as well. Because it gets impossible to look after the grapevines, you know?
Yeah. I have to cut some of these small ones as well.
Yeah, we'll go through and work that out afterwards though. Let's get the big bits done.
Yeah. Almost there, lads. Ladettes. Now, you might be wondering, but Carlos, you could be using the chainsaw. Well, from this angle and this height, I actually can't. And I need to get a new chain for it, because it's all worn off basically. So.
But no, the ladder wouldn't reach there anyway.
No.
It's yeah, that's a good,
it's quite high
at least
up.
a good 10 feet there, and I don't really like you going up ladders and using a chainsaw, so
yeah, it's not very safe.
it's starting to go. It's going to fall into that other bit, but that other bit's completely dead, so
it's going. It is going. Almost. Whew. Yay!
woohoo!
There you go. That's good.
That's it. It is actually at an angle.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's an angle.
It is. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I'm just thinking, do you reckon we can graft some of this to make new cherry trees?
Well, if you chop some of the bits down and plant them.
This bit is quite healthy.
Yeah, I mean, if you think it's possible.
I might do that.
The thing is, it doesn't have any roots though.
Yeah, but what you do is you cut it at an I'll have to remember how to do it completely, but you cut it at an angle. Yeah, put it in some water and then it should be able to start growing roots.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, if it fails, then we're in the same position we are now.
Cool. And you got
if it wins,
firewood.
then we get 3 trees.
Exactly. Cool.
Let's do it.
If you want to do that, Bean, yeah, then go for it.
Might as well. Honestly, like that. If anyone does know how to graft fruit trees,
Comments below.
yeah, please let me know below. These are nice healthy bits.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame.
Yeah. I feel like Charlotte's going to do a Wingardium Leviosa at some point with these. Right, I'm going to keep on chopping my tree, yeah?
Yeah, just give me a second so I don't have a tree fall on my edge. That would be great.
That would be... I mean, it's going to take me a while still, Bean, trust. So.
These are like 10 quid in the thing.
I know, yeah. We have cherry trees at home, thank you. We don't need to buy them at the market.
We have McDonald's at home, guys.
Yeah.
This is not meant for trees, really, this, but...
That's alright. It is dropping, doesn't look.
Should not have eaten a giant bowl of pasta before this, really, should we?
Poor Charlotte. Well, this is goodbye.
There you go. Spain. Just taking this bit off. You want it so that all the water can run off. If it's really flat, it can cause it to rot. So you need to get that bit off. Make sure no water gathers there. Last bit. Hey!
There we go.
Now we just need to give it a good tidy up.
Woo! That's our name. Get this thing off. There we go. Oh, that took me an hour, an actual hour of my life to chop all that. Mental.
We've only got 4 more trees to do, don't worry.
You really?
We've got to take the tops off the other ones because they're starting to grow too tall.
When's that? Are we doing that today?
No, we don't have time today.
Okay, we'll do that next video or some other time.
Maybe
guys.
tomorrow afternoon for the next video.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
But luckily, you'll be glad to know those bits aren't as thick.
Woo!
That is just smaller bits because we had tree aphids last year, so we want to make sure we can get to every bit. So if we need to treat it, we can.
Yeah. We did have the aphids there. They were crazy.
We had, yeah, cherry aphids last year. They were horrible. We lost loads of cherries to them. And obviously the weather was crap, which didn't help. So this year, no cherry aphids. Yeah. Come here.
Sleepy. I had carbs and then I was chopping wood.
Yeah, the carbs were a mistake. The carbs were definitely a mistake.
Yeah.
Right. All right, everybody. We are going to call this the end of the video. I know I said I was going to make shorter videos for the next couple of months, but I think I've somehow managed to make another 35-minute video.
Good job, Charlotte.
Yeah, next week we will be doing a big tidy up because this garden is a mess.
A hot mess, yeah.
We've got lots of de-weeding as well as burning, collecting, moving, just getting this place ready for spring because once spring heads on in, it will be chaos.
Yeah, stuff's going to start to grow and I can get back into doing some strimming as well, which is going to be good, you know, and yeah. I'm honestly surprised this winter hasn't been as brutal. I've managed to chop like enough wood to get us through. It's been very weird, you know.
Yeah, we think we're actually going to still have some fire left for
next.
Well, I mean, we didn't have a fire for most of the time we normally would have a fire.
Fair enough, but it wasn't that cold anyway, so.
It wasn't that cold. Yeah. Well, let's not jinx it. It's still only early January,
Yeah.
babes.
But anyway, guys, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Tchauzinho!
Tchauzinho!